Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me on my channel, and if you're new, hey, welcome. So glad you made it and I hope you stick around. First order of business, make sure that if you're not subscribed already that you hit that subscribe button. That's my little face right there. Click that so that you can subscribe and be notified every time I upload. So today's look is like a pretty purple pink cut crease. I was really feeling myself today. We're not going to do too much of an intro. We're going to get right into the tutorial. So first I'm going in just correcting my dark lids. As a base I'm using the ABH Concealer in the shade 3.5. I'm just going to swipe that onto my lid and use a concealer brush just to blend all of that out. Next, I'm going in with the Juvias Masquerade Mini Palette, and the first shade I'm going to take on my blending brush is this nice brown color. It's called Zulu, and I'm just going to blend that all over into my crease. So I've been seeing a lot of people lately packing in colors into their crease and then using other shades to blend them out. I'm not too good at that, so I always just keep building my colors. So I'll go in lightly with a shade and then just keep building it up. So the next color I'm going in with is Fulani, and it's just a darker brown, and that's what's going to be concentrated more in the center of my crease. So it's not going to go up as high as Zulu, but it's going to stay close to the crease with this pretty e.l.f. brush that it's pretty dense, so it doesn't allow too much movement. And you can always go back and forth between the colors just to make sure that they're blended out good. Blending is your friend. So next I'm going to go into my Nubian 2 palette by Juvias, and we're taking that purple color. It's called Jezebel, and that we're going to pack into the crease. Same kind of e.l.f. brush, but it's a little more dense and it kind of keeps it even more in the crease. Same e.l.f. brush. Okay, so now here's where we're going to cut the crease. This is again that ABH concealer. So I started by putting some of it on my lid, and then I looked up, and when I looked back down I had a line, basically a mark to tell me where I should cut my crease. And I'm just fixing that line. We want that cut crease to be sharp, honey. Then I'm going to take my Airspun powder. It's a loose face powder, and I'm just going to dip my brush into that and just set that concealer and make sure it doesn't get all over the place, because I'm good for getting stuff all over the place. So back in the Masquerade Mini Palette, I'm going to take Giza, and we're going to just pack that on the lid with this brush that I don't know where it's from. Next, here's the fun part. We're going to go into Bori, which is this, it's like a sparkly pink shade, so that's what I'm going to use. All I'm doing is going in a diagonal line towards the outer part of my eye, and I'm just packing that on, and I'll blend it out later. So you'll see I'm doing two different kind of motions when I'm putting that pink shadow on. First I'm tapping it on my eyelid to kind of pack it in, and then I wiggle it back and forth so that it blends Bori and Giza together. Then I'm going to take that same Jezebel color from the Nubian 2 palette, and I'm just going to put that along the outside of Bori, that pink color, just to give it that gradient. Then I'm going to go into Layla. It's this purple, really dark purple shimmery shade in the Nubian 2 palette, and I'm just going to add some depth to my eye look by putting it right on the very outer part of my eye and then right along the line for the cut crease. I'm using a very small brush to do this. It's like a pencil brush from Crown Brushes. And then of course you always want to go back into all of your other colors, make sure everything's blended out good. You know, you don't want any harsh lines, you want to blend, girl, blend. This is my favorite part. So I signed up for the Dollar Lash Club. Basically, you have a bunch of, it's like a monthly subscription for lashes. They're mink lashes. I'm using the style Kylie. So basically they have about 3 different sections. So they have lashes for $1, they have lashes for $4, and they have lashes for $7. Now I didn't want to get too into it yet, so I chose 3 pairs of lashes from the dollar section. So I got 3 lashes, so every month they're going to send me these 3 mink lashes in the mail for only $3 a month plus whatever shipping. I think it's cool. Maybe I'll go into the $4 and $7 lashes, but as of right now, these $1 mink lashes are actually really cool. Alright, time to go into the face. So I have my Pro Filtr primer from Fenty Beauty, and I'm just going to rub that into my skin. My skin's been like really bad lately. I think it's because of the weather. Then I'm going to go in with my NARS foundation in the color Tahoe. It's the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And I'm just going to dot that on with my blending sponge from Real Techniques. Make sure I get in all the crevices and make sure it's all blended out evenly. Then I'm going in with not 1 but 2 of the same concealer because I'm running out on 1. I haven't bought a new one yet, so I'm kind of just squeezing out what I have left. These are the LA Girl Pro Concealed in the color Medium Beige. And I'm just going to do my regular highlighting routine. So triangular shape under my eyes, on my forehead, down the center of my nose, dot on the tip of my nose, right over my Cupid's bow, and right on my chin. Then again with that same blending sponge, I just blend out that concealer. I usually like to use the same sponge that I used my foundation on because yeah, it mixes the 2 colors together, your foundation color and the highlight color, but that I feel like it helps me blend better. Next, my favorite part. This is my favorite concealer to contour with and my favorite brush to blend it out with. So this is another LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Chestnut. And then I use my Real Techniques contour sponge, not a sponge, contour brush to blend it out. Like, can you see why? You'll see why I love this brush. If you haven't seen it in any of my other videos, I use it every single time that I contour, no matter what product I contour with. It's just like the best brush ever. Like seamlessly blends out my contour. I don't have to worry about like lines on my face. It's perfect. Perfect. Then instead of grabbing a smaller brush, because why do that when you have a brush that you love? Instead of grabbing a smaller brush, I just squeeze the bristles together on this brush so I can get into the small places around my nose. Then I'm going to take my Airspun powder again. I haven't really used this before to bake underneath my eyes or set underneath my eyes. I've only used it for like eyeshadow purposes, but I decided that I was going to try to bake with this today. I've seen a lot of people in different videos use it. Let me know what you think about it, or if you've used it, how you feel about it. I know for me it has kind of like a pinky undertone, and I usually like to set my face with like things with a yellow undertone, so it is a little different for me, but I think it did a pretty good job. Then I'm going into my favorite palette, It's My Raye palette, and I'm going to take Mocha on an It's My Raye brush and bronze, go over my contour. It's like the perfect shade for bronzing and contouring. Now I'm just brushing away that loose face powder, the Airspun powder. It was kind of hard for me to get off. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but you guys let me know what you think. Then I'm just going to go back in with that Jezebel color underneath my lower lash line, just to, you know, add some color down there, add some dimension. And then I'm taking Layla, again, that dark purple, and lining my lower lash line as well. Then I'm going into my Aurora Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to take Spectra, which is like this purple highlight, and Luna, which is like, I don't know, it's like white, and it has different specks of color in it, so like pink specks, I feel like. So that's what I mixed together to highlight today. I wish you could see the color on camera. It looked a lot more purpley in person. And of course I'm dancing and highlighting at the same time. I don't even know what I was dancing to. And of course highlighting my inner corners as well. I'm feeling myself. Alright, so I'm just going to set my makeup with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray and just spray it all over. And I'm done. Then, yes, not with a lipstick, but with concealer. I'm going to conceal my lips with that same concealer that I contoured with, so Chestnut. And I'm just going to fill in my lips with Chestnut. I wanted like a nude, I don't know, I wanted like a nude but lighter in the middle, So I'm going to take that ABH concealer and put that in the middle as well. This you really have to work with because I could have easily looked crazy like I do right now. But the more that I like rubbed my lips together and blotted it and, you know, got it to where I had to get it to, then it started to look good. So then I'm going to go in with my Dose of Colors lip gloss from the Desi x Katy collection. This is the most. So it's like a clear gloss, but it reflects like purples and pinks and greens. So I thought it was perfect for this look. Yep, so that's it for this look. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all of the above. And make sure you follow me on Instagram at Kendah Lenee. See you next time.